All right, everybody. Good morning. Happy Saturday. GM, happy Coachella Weekend 2, Day 2. It is lovely to be here with all of you guys. I actually am just very extra happy to be here. Hello again to all my TikTok people to the left of me. When you guys in front of me here see me going to the left, I'm talking to TikTok Live. They get a little bit more of a BTS, but they aren't hearing all the fun sounds like the air horns. They're not hearing me. They're not hearing Sheffo over there, the voice from above. Maybe one day we'll get him on camera. But for now, just again, I will encourage my TikTok people to come on over so you can write comments. Hello to everybody in GM on Twitter, GM to my NFT Twitter family. Hello, everyone on LinkedIn. Oh, I mean, good morning and hello.
That's how you have to do it.
Yeah, that's my LinkedIn hello to people. Hi.
That makes sense.
It's lovely to see you here today.
Yeah, LinkedIn is a little bit more
profesh,
buttoned down as opposed
but
to
kind of
NFT T-shirt.
Yeah, well, yeah, you know, I am bullish on NFTs.
They probably
if
have
you weren't aware.
NFT T-shirts like underneath the button down.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, that's what I was imagining. That should be an activation.
That's like the new tattoo.
We need like a
The
secret
DJ
NFT T-shirt to go under your LinkedIn top. As you guys know, we're also on YouTube. YouTube, I'm so sorry about yesterday. Don't be mad at me. I violated some community guidelines apparently by streaming live music. Well, it wasn't even live. It was a video on YouTube's platform that I then was talking about. But that's because we were doing a live listening party, listening to the bands at Coachella that would be performing that day on Friday. And we were just having so much fun. So again, I'm so sorry, YouTube, but hello to you as well, to my YouTube audience. And hello to my Twitch audience, which I will tell you is growing. On my first stream, I think it was like episode 2 or 3, I had a follower, my first follower. And then yesterday, I had one viewer, okay? I had one viewer. I'm excited about that. So let me just have that excitement. And hello to all the Twitch people out there. I do have live comments running from all platforms here. Please, please, please say hi. Let me know how's your day is going. Happy Saturday. I hope you can just throw on this live stream. We're here for 2 hours. We're just going to hang out. We have a couple things we're going to go over, but I really like to do these kind of cool, nice Saturdays. When I used to host the daily Twitter space on the Noun Square with all those awesome folks, our Saturdays and Sunday shows we call the light shows because they're a little bit more calm. I know you guys are probably home, hopefully with your families or loved ones, or even just like chilling by yourself. I don't know about you guys, but my favorite Saturdays would totally just be that. Like sweatpants all day, ice cream all day, mac and cheese all day, 8 movies. I don't know. That sounds like a great Saturday to me, but that's not quite our experience this weekend because of this little doodad, okay? We have had the opportunity to go to Coachella Weekend 2 with what I believe is the best pass that there is. I wasn't quite sure, and yesterday I kind of talked about it. I was very excited, but I still was like very nervous. I feel like there's always that part of you at these festivals where you're like, until that thing beeps and scans, like you're just like.
I think you're a little nervous in general, but
I have a resting nervous face. I'm just like shaking and like scared.
There is
but
an
I'm like
ongoing like element of like, is my bracelet going to work? I mean, I personally didn't have any worry about that, but I know that I definitely heard people, is my bracelet going to work? Is it going to work in this section? And you would definitely see people just get stonewalled and turned around and like be like, nope, your bracelet doesn't work. Mm-hmm. There was a couple times when our bracelet actually, I guess the term they were using was lockdown. So there was a couple like
yes, we're on lockdown right now.
VIP areas. That was we'll Coachella name drop. That was when The Weeknd was backstage.
Yeah, we had to get there. We're gonna have to explain so much to you guys, like the lay of the land. Symbiotech, you're hilarious. He says Chihuahua vibrations. It is so that. I always thought my like spirit animal was like something tall, like a giraffe or something, but I think it's a Chihuahua. I think it's just a little shaky Chihuahua living inside of me. And I'm like, it's fine. We're fine. Like a Chihuahua is always like the safest dog ever. It's
Like-
being held and like carried through
Yeah.
the world, but it's like shaking like it's about to get eaten by a hawk at any
Well, there's
moment.
different kinds of Chihuahua. You're kind of like that one. You're like the general. You're like a little bit of a general, but you're still
A general?
still a Chihuahua.
Why was I thinking of a Chihuahua with like a general's hat,
Yeah,
like ready to serve? Chihuahuas were originally hunters.
hunters.
Yeah, they're in that dog pack of dogs of certain breeds that they would take hunting.
Mice.
No, no. I don't know what they did. Maybe it's because they're yappy and like fast, but I'm pretty sure that like they were sent out first ahead of the pack. We can look this up.
Were they bait?
We could no. They were not bait. Hi, Seth Anderson. Welcome to the YouTube. Awesome to see you here. Thanks for joining us. We're just talking about our Chihuahua energy. But what we'll get to the juiciness. It's so funny. I started the TikTok live first. I had like 180 people in the TikTok live come immediately. They saw the band. They're like, what's going on? And the second I was like, you have to come to the live stream. They're like, bye. But we will talk about this. So essentially there's a code on here. There's a little chip in here. We are very familiar with these kinds of things because in all of the merch we always rock, including the one that I'm wearing right here, y'all. Look at this little thing. This is like an NFC chip, and you scan it, and this one's you can scan with your phone, and it can take you to a site, or it can take you to an NFT. There's so many different options, but for this and what I also see as a trend for NFTs in the future, no reason why the NFC code couldn't like also give you a POAP, like once you scanned, with every single place that you've been to in the festival. I think that that's a really cool idea, but you basically have to scan this little sucker everywhere. There's these secret areas in these like white, almost like airport style area detector things that you have to walk through, scan to make sure you can be back there. We kind of just arrived to the festival yesterday, a little bit late, not too late, a few hours before sunset. But we, had to get some stuff to get ready. Took a little bit of time to get in there, but had epic freaking parking. I don't know about you guys, but I have done these festivals in really cool ways where I've been like camped behind the stage. Like at Lightning in a Bottle, I feel like we were camped right behind one of the stages. We'd like roll out of bed and go like help bring waters to the artists backstage. But I've also had my time with festivals where I'm doing miles and miles and miles and miles and miles of walking. So we got super sick parking that was just right there. We just had to go through one more lot to get inside. This gets you into VIP. This gets you everywhere. We kind of just went on a fun mission where we're like, well, we're just gonna like walk through these things and like scan it and see where we can go. And there was like very private areas too that didn't even have scanners anymore, but you had to see the band. And this got us everywhere. We were back there in the trailers. We saw tons of people last night. I don't want to name drop. But I'm gonna. Okay, it's different. Name dropping is when you're like trying to drop someone's name to get something out of somebody or to like get in somewhere. This is purely just like, I saw this person. I saw this person walk by me. What am I supposed to do? That's not name dropping. I saw Kendall Jenner, guys. Okay, I'm sorry. That's the first person I had to say. It was just so fun. It's so fun when you see people and you like know they're gonna be in these environments. We saw freaking Caliucci. We saw Jaden Smith. We saw Tyga. We saw DaBaby. We saw like so many people. And like when I say saw them, it's because of this band. There's a private, it's private because you can only get there with these bands or with an artist guest band. But just to the left of each of the stages is a private viewing area of this like little sanctioned off thing. And you have your own like rail. So as much as like people run into this festival every year to get to the front for their main performance and like we'll sit at the very front of the thing just to be right up on that rail for hours and hours and hours, we have our own. And you can kind of just saunter in there. I definitely recommend. It was very obvious in the evening performances that this place, even our little section, was getting very, very packed. Like tons of people, but you're still so freaking close, you guys. I mean, I'll pull up some of my TikToks here. Oh, Seth. Oh, Jack Wilds. Hi. I didn't know. I was like, hello, Seth Anderson. I'm sorry for being so formal. Hello. That's, I was just thinking about you this morning.
You sound like a math teacher.
Me?
Hello, Seth Anderson.
I know. Seth Anderson, are you present? I was thinking about you this morning because I just watched the tattoo video. For anyone watching, if you're on YouTube right now, you see Mr. Anderson's comments here. Please go subscribe to him immediately and then go watch his most recent YouTube video because of a few things. First of all,
see this tattoo.
Yes, it's entertaining.
I've been craving a tattoo.
Yes, Chefo's covered in him. This is so cool.
I'm not covered.
Yeah, well, just a little bit.
I have a lot of room.
Arms.
I got room, baby.
Yeah, you do got room.
I got blank canvas.
Use me as a canvas. But it's important for a couple of different reasons. First of all, it's highly entertaining and so crazy, and I've never seen anyone really I've seen some people let someone choose their tattoo, but 3, that's crazy. Congrats to you. So cool. The second most important reason you want to go follow him right now, subscribe, and then watch that video is because I believe it's a part of a contest. And we want our friend, Mr. Anderson here, Jack Wilds, to participate in that contest and have a chance. It has to get at least 2K views. Best of luck to you. I'm super, super excited. I already see that it's blowing up. 1K views after 4 days is a huge, huge, huge feat. You do awesome with all of your video production. And so you're going to want to subscribe. Either way, tons of awesome videos coming out and tons of videos about NounsDAO. Perfect segue. We all know that we are here today because of NounsDAO. They are our sponsor. Thank you so much, Nouns. To find out more about Nouns, go to nouns.wtf. And to find out more about this specific sponsorship, go to nouns.wtf/vote/206. That's where you're going to see my prop. It's why Nouns on the Air exists. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is episode 6, guys. This is episode 6. I'm loving the live stream. And like I said, we're going to get these up on your favorite podcast platform as well with all the videos going through. But, I talk about Nouns quite often. Jack Wild's page really goes into the specific proposals. So this all happened because of a proposal, Proposal 206. Every single time a new proposal comes into the NounsDAO, Jack Wilds talks about it in a way that you can really understand what's going on with the proposer, with what they're asking for NounsDAO, and like what the lay of the land is so far for them in that process. So it's a great place if you're really interested into the governance side of Nouns, which how could you not be? This is a new age type of VC funding. There is, over 28,000 Ethereum in their treasury, which is at over, I know that there was like a change in ETH today. Let's see what's going on with Nouns. Oh, still the same. And still crazy and incredible. That's over 53 million in this treasury, guys, and they fund builders. That is what they want to do with this treasury. I see this as being just the way for creators to fund their projects, just like Jack Wilds. And they're doing that contest that he's participating in is a part of another proposal that came through Nouns. And so if you're a creator or a builder, a dev, an artist, a musician, reach out, follow our pages. Anytime you see anyone rocking these Noggles, they probably got a lot of really good information for you on how you can get involved. I always talk about this, but you know that I started in prop.house. You could start there as well. There's always open rounds happening in different houses, and you have way more of a chance than I did at the time. There was only one house when I started, just the Nouns launch pad. Now we have dozens of houses who kind of like sporadically put up different rounds. Last time we went live on the stream, Food Nouns and NounsDAO Japan had live props. I don't think that there is a current live Nouns one, but that means that there will be one very, very, very soon. And they've been doing these awesome, kind of open rounds. Please get involved. And then, of course, you guys know I always say this, but I'm very open and around. Reach out to me on any platform if you want any help or more information. Nouns has become this incredible piece of my life as a builder and creator. And I would love to just kind of help in any way that I can for anyone else that is doing that. And I really do help builders, but it is up to the builder to have that vision for themselves and to be able to want to communicate that and try to push it forward in this new type of ecosystem. And so I'm there for you if you want to discuss that anymore. Thank you so much for joining the stream, Jack Wilds. I really, really appreciate it. And again, to all my TikTok people, don't forget, you got to come to the stream. You got to come to the stream. I can't read your comments all right here. Okay, back to Coachella, because it's overwhelmingly awesome. And I'm like very high energy, but I definitely have like resting, like overwhelm phase. That's that Chihuahua energy, guys. Okay. The resting overwhelm. And so I feel like yesterday I really had to like show up for the first time, like get the lay of the land, get the vibes. And now I can go back in a little bit loose today. We are going to try to head over there. I'm going to convince Jeffo a little earlier. Our boy Mark is playing on the main stage at 3. He's hilariously amazing and talented and just...
He's a wild man.
He's a wild man. I love it. He's just looping himself, screaming. Like, he's that, like, get up video that we were...
I might throw my Noggles at him.
Yes.
Am I allowed
That's
to
an activation.
Are you allowed to throw things at I don't think you are.
No, but I have seen videos where people, like, will throw their cell phones at Harry Styles. It's crazy. They just, like, toss their phone up on stage, and he'll, like, pick it up and, like, FaceTime mom in the phone.
We should have like preloaded cell phones. It's like, here's like, you know,
of just your number and like just a message to Harry Styles. Like, it's just the wallpaper says, I love you.
Or like,
you just like toss it up on
here's
stage.
Here's a dissertation about nouns and, you know, $0.25 for reading it. Here's a phone.
Oh, posting specifically to TNS. Oh yeah, just a shout out. Jack Wilds is on TNS, the Noun Square. If you go to my YouTube, they're one of my featured accounts that I've subscribed to. Subscribe to them as well, and specifically watch his videos, and then go just subscribe to him as a person, because, you know, you're obviously going to continue making these awesome videos. And JD has entered the chat.
What's up?
Hi, JD. And don't it show the power of Warped World and JD Go working with the Nouns? Yes. Thank you. I'm so happy that you're here. Thanks for joining the live stream. This is so fun. You're one of the people that's like watched this whole thing kind of grow. This is all possible, y'all, because of Warped World and JD. Thank you so much. I can't even begin to describe to you. JD, we were just talking about if you want to, as a builder, get involved with Nouns and understand how to do that, and that I like to help people. Okay, JD is one of those amazing people and examples of someone who found out about Nouns. We started having a discussion to see how he could get involved with Nouns, and there's just the perfect crossover. Of course, NounsDAO supports these types of like events and stuff too, but JD has experience and has worked with and is one of the co-founders of Warped. And so Warped World would be this like Web3 reimagining with the Nouns, should that go down. So I know JD has a proposal going up soon. So those proposals that we talked about that come through Nouns, you'll find them at nouns.wtf/vote. Keep an eye on that page. Bookmark it right now, because I would say that in a couple days, you're going to see a new proposal up there. Could be involved with Warped World, could involve JD. JD is an incredible person. For me, there's a type of talent and a trait a person can have that makes them a connector. You find this a lot, like only in like production, kind of the music industry, all these different industries. There's always that person that's just like, they walk in the room and shit happens. The two people in the room that are just absolutely supposed to meet and are in alignment with each other meet because of this connector. And JD is that. Clearly, hello. Thank you, JD, so much. I feel like I have so many stories to tell you, but we're going to do this in a more fun way. We're just going to do it on the live stream here. So we were kind of talking about getting the lay of the land with this, kind of bopping around to see where we could go and have access to. And what was so epic the whole time is like me and Sheffo are like NounsDAO. So we're in gear, we're in shirts, we got the pins from all of our different awesome fun builder friends who create pins and do all this stuff. Yes, JD, so cool. JD is totally doing it. We were wearing Noggles. We are going to wear like the fun toy ones today too. We were rocking Modi's and we were rocking Nouns Vision yesterday. They're so cool. I think, one of the things, and JD, you're going to think this is insane. At NFT NYC, I don't know if you guys remember, but I threw a OTG party. So Nouns on the Air is here because of OTG. All of the information about us and Nouns and stuff is through OTG.WTF. OTG stands for on the ground. It's kind of what I've become very much known for in the Nouns community. I'm the on the ground person. We are out there in the world with the Noggles, with Nouns, talking to people IRL in real time. It's just like this brand that's formed because of the things that we do with Nouns. Um, and what was I talking about that? I was going somewhere with that.
Where are you going? Back to Coachella.
I'm going on the ground. I'm going on the ground. No, there was a very specific reason I brought that up. Anyways, we're obviously on the ground. You're going to see this quite often.
You still got the beats flowing in the brain.
I know. I'm just thinking about
At
like
one point, Bad Bunny's set last night. I was like, "Wow, the bass is heavy." Like I was just like, I felt it in my head.
And the fireworks. Okay, no. I know where I was going with that. I know where I was going. So part of being on the ground is kind of having Nouns be represented at these places and getting these awesome footages of like where we are in relation to the artists themselves, the stage, these cool areas, and then like having the Noggles there. Like we got these epic shots of like just this like almost Nouns vision. Like if you could see the festival through these Noggles. And I really know that these types of images and things will like be super important later when people start hearing and learning about this. But one of the cooler things was because of OTG, I threw a party at NFT NYC, and it was like a small 40, I think there was like 55 people that ended up coming. Thank you to everyone that showed up. I like to throw these small events for my fun connector friends because like I feel like I'm also a connector and just I get to meet so many different people from around the world, and there's a handful, more than a handful of these individuals who also travel to all these events. Getting everyone together in one place is so important, so everyone has a chance to meet each other, and we all connect to each other online all the time, but there's something really significant about being able to look someone in the eye. So I throw this small event in NFT NYC to celebrate everybody meeting each other for OTG, and thank you, Nouns. That was also part of my proposal. At that event, 2 individuals came that I had never met before. And guess what happens? We show up backstage and I like look over and someone looks just like incredible. This amazing man. He had this like out of control outfit. He looked so gorgeous. And I just like looked over and just like smiled and like kept walking. I look behind me to see if Chef was behind me, and I see this person like running up to me. I'm like, they couldn't possibly be trying to come up to me. Like, I don't know. I literally didn't recognize or see anyone I physically have like known from Los Angeles, like at this festival at all yesterday. So I'm like, no one could know me like that here. He was at the OTG party.
So cool.
So cool. He's like, do you remember me from New York? I was like, oh my God. Now I do. I'm like, remembering that you were wearing like a button-up shirt before. Like now you look like a freaking amazing. Like this is so cool. Like I needed to way step up my outfit today. So we'll go into
he had on quite an
getting
outfit.
ready. He was so gorgeous and he's so cool. And it was another example of exactly what we talked about yesterday, going into the festival, that in the world of NFT and crypto, that's just like one of the things that we're interested in. People have so many different hobbies and things that they, are drawn to. And so it's really cool when NFTs ends up being that random connector in the wild where you're like, oh my God, like we know each other. He actually heads up NounsDAO. And so he's super into DAOs, not only just NFTs, but DAOs. NounsDAO is also featured on prop.house. Don't forget, they do have open rounds sometimes. Again, reach out if you want to know any more about that too. But just the connection in general was so cool and shows that DAOs and people interested in that, we're there and we're definitely present. I want to get a lot more people wearing these Noggles and stuff there. Today is definitely going to be that day. I think it gets like 10 degrees hotter. I don't know. People are going to have lost their sunglasses. And so I will definitely have some Noggles for people there. It is interesting here. It's very much an event that's like, don't you hand out any materials or anything too, but I've done sunglasses before. We're going to get them out to people. There's so many things kind of happening on the outside and people walking everywhere that it's just, this place is massive. But I'm going to actually, let me see if I can show you guys some things. Let me just do my little window capture here. So that's the Nouns. Let me get my, Oh, I brought up this because I want to talk about that later too. But let me see what's going on here with some of this. Look at this. This was Burna Boy.
He was my favorite.
That's the stage, guys. I'm not zoomed in on my phone at all.
I don't think you should play any more music.
No, that's just my TikTok. I know.
No, I'm serious.
I know, because I'm going to get banned by YouTube. But go to my TikTok. You guys will see that stuff there. We were right there. One of the more specific things. Oh, let me get my computer plugged in here. Wait 1 second.
Troublemaker over here, folks.
We're doing this live. We're doing this live. One of the crazier performances was Metro Boomin. And so there was the Gorillas were playing on the main stage. There was like a little bit of time in between them and Bad Bunny. Okay. Obviously we want to see the Gorillas, but we kind of made this plan like, okay, we're gonna see the Gorillas a little bit, but then we're gonna leave immediately and try to book it to the Sahara tent for Metro Boomin, because Metro Boomin and Friends was who was performing. I mean, last week it was 21 Savage. This week he brought out The Weeknd and Future, which was crazy. But the only reason we could actually make this happen was because with these passes in the back, there's a golf cart queue line, and we can get a golf cart to whatever tent or any part of the festival that you want. So everyone's kind of like waiting. There's a guy that's security there. Like these little carts like will pull up after dropping people off, and they ask everybody which tent they're going to. A bunch of people were heading over to Sahara tent, but I also have footage on my TikTok and on my Instagram and stuff too of the golf cart ride. But I'm sorry, that was too fucking cool.
That'd be even something cool. Like, I mean, we'll have to figure out how Coachella does all that, but like, what if Nouns sponsored the golf carts or something?
Yes,
you know, or just something fun like and easy like that. Like, I mean, I won't even say that's easy, but
no, or like, you know, the golf cart people having Noggles.
Yeah, there could be like really interesting ways that Nouns interacts with organizations and festivals, because festivals have so much going on, and like even the biggest brands out there aren't like dominating these festivals as far as like,
and it's a lot of people that I saw years ago. It's like I feel like just renewed contracts and stuff. Oh my God, JD says, and guess who represents The Weeknd?
Wow, that's crazy.
Daryl?
That's crazy.
That is so cool. I mean,
The Weeknd put on a heck of a show. Like he definitely came out with like huge energy.
And he has an amazing voice.
I actually thought that like, I mean, I know that like Metro Boomin was like, you know, with Friends, and so they did that to tease people and everything. But it's almost just like, I mean, I hope The Weeknd got paid, because like he should have been on like.
He's headlined before.
He should have been.
But you know what?
Headlined on that, because like he was the show.
Well, the Sahara tent. If you guys look, I saw a video this morning on TikTok. Just look up Metro Boomin Sahara tent. It's the tent itself which holds a massive amount of people, but you'll see this video. It may have as well have been a main act. I mean, there was thousands and thousands and thousands of people outside of the tent trying to get in. And so that's why, oh yes, JD, yes, Blink, who we're so excited to see, by the way, and I will get to that, my excitement about that soon. They're tomorrow night. There's so much going on. I'm so excited. But first of all, the golf carts, the freaking golf carts, you guys, I will scream at how cool this was. People were kind of complaining, I feel like last weekend, like the golf cart, what line was too big? It's not. It's not. There was 8 people in front of us, and we were all going to the same tent. And in that's when like, you know, all the other people are getting out their carts and like coming in, artists or stuff are being transported through the carts. And so that's where we saw like Jaden Smith and everybody kind of just like casually there, like random people in line are like, hey, Jaden. And like, it's like, it's an area where everyone kind of knows each other. And so it's a very fun, low key, private, chill. People online are talking to each other who are waiting with carts. We met these 2 awesome girls in front of us who they had been given artist passes by their company. But a couple people, like, I don't know who they were, but like later I saw people like saying hi to them and stuff too. But super sweet. We got to all like ride in a golf cart together.
I got some really fun shots in the golf cart.
it was so cool. The guy driving the cart was just like, this is such a magical place. Like, I love Coachella.
The thing about the golf cart that, like, in hindsight, and I'm probably not gonna like gear up for it, but you could definitely have like a little mask thing because it's freaking like dusty on those golf carts.
Yeah.
You're definitely like in the dust when you're in the golf carts, but
You got to have your bandana ready, you know?
kind of definitely worth it. And I mean, for me, just like seeing the intricacy of what's happening backstage was
Yes.
insane, and like the amount of space that it takes, the amount of
And we talked about
everything.
this yesterday, like that we're just kind of generally fascinated with the production part. Like I like wanted to just like stay in the back. Like I was just like looking back at the back of the stage, like seeing how many screens are hung up. Like the amount of production work that this takes for this level of event to go off is so cool to me.
I liked how they brought in trees. Like you're like you walk back to this little area, and it feels like a park.
Yeah, like a
and
little oasis.
like they already have like that lake thing, but
Yeah, there's a random lake there.
they definitely brought in like a ton of like plants in big pots and set it up in this way that it felt like it had been there. So you're just like in this. Yeah, I think oasis is kind of like 100% the best way to say it, because like I personally I don't know, man. It's just crazy out in the crowds. Like that was wild, dude. Like
Yeah, so there was a moment that we did have to go from. Well, so okay, so we get on the golf cart.
I loved it, but like I definitely, for me personally, I'm not like a all day in the crowd kind of dude. Like I just
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe
Well, you know, Chihuahua energy, you can't be like in a big crowd for too long. Like that's scary. But we basically from the golf cart.
Yeah, you zip around like.
Yeah.
At one point we got separated a little bit, and then like I just pretty much just like held you, and we pretty much would like move as one
Like
unit.
right, left. I know, shuffling through the sea. But the golf cart thing was cool because then it dropped you in this area, and then you can immediately sort of turn in and then get to the viewing area with this band for the Sahara tent for Metro Boomin. So once we started coming in, people were already filing in and lining up for this thing. And it's kind of crazy because it does feel crowded in there as well, obviously for the main performances. But then you see those videos of how many people are there, and you're just like, oh my God. There was definitely way more security, like actual police officers, security, ex-military, the other security. Like there's 3 different security uniforms happening for this Metro Boomin concert. There was security on stage, so people couldn't like rush. But when we were in there, we were super, super close to everything. It was incredible. It was a really cool way to view it. And again, you're just right there in that place where, so you have the artist bands, but like for certain sets, like the later sets, like these main guys, there's even more special, like specific, like paper bands like this for viewing. So if you have the ones with the peace signs on it, like you can go into the Metro Boomin area with like Kendall Jenner and everything. Or so I guess like it's like artists, like family and friends, and like they hand out those bands. And so that's when the artist area definitely goes on lockdown. And then you can't go back to the back, which is you're just like looking at the bathrooms that you've been using, like these delicious, gorgeous, air conditioned bathrooms, and you're like, but I need to get back there. Do I have the right band? They're like, yes, you have the right band, but just like not right now. So maybe what I was thinking is that what we really should be doing is like kind of going to places early and just like squatting at the Sahara tent and be like, I will be back here.
Are you going to do the Filipino squat? Because that is something that you, I think, are you're good at it. And
well,
you were putting it out there on your social media the other day.
I did do the post, like, if there's no chairs, no problem. But guess what, guys? There's chairs. Like, I was even just looking at Sheffo. This is Sheffo's first Coachella. I'm like, oh my God, we are creating a monster. Like,
No, not at
this
all.
man is not going to have any understanding of what, like, we're just like, sitting in the chairs casually. I'm like, chairs? Like a chair? Can you imagine? I was like, how valuable it would be to even just like fold up one of these chairs, like go and take it out on the field. People would be like, oh my God, who is this person? Like a chair? Like you don't get those at these festivals. I'm just taking my organic, no joke, ginger shot, guys.
I already did mine.
Nice. This isn't an ad, but it could be. Make sure if you're out there in the public and in the wild and doing crazy things like that, that you're staying hydrated and you're drinking ginger. I don't know why. Apparently that's healthy for you. I'm just going to pretend like it is. And yes. Okay. So basically the lockdown happens. We're back there in Metro Boomin, and we kind of did this thing where the Weeknd came out and then Future came out. And to be perfectly honest, I was kind of just like, Drake better come out.
Well, first it was like
I was waiting for Drake. It didn't.
No one knew who was going to come out, and then the Weeknd came out, and like people were like really stoked, and
He was so good.
I would say like a little surprised, but not like super surprised. And then once he was there, people didn't know if it was going to be like Drake or Future next.
It was so good. It couldn't have gone better.
And then Future came out. And then people were like, all right, is Drake going to come out? And yeah, but I don't think that happens.
Well, so at that point in time where we kind of were like, it's probably not going to happen like that. Then we like decided to leave. I'm like, we really need to get back to the other main stage now to go to Bad Bunny. And so
like, I'm pretty sure we didn't miss Drake.
I know. I haven't checked. Actually, I was just thinking.
I haven't checked.
I haven't checked.
I really hope I'm not.
I feel like I would have we would know that.
We might not. We kind of just got up and started the day a little while ago. How am I supposed to know everything?
Why don't you check? Just go on TikTok or something and be like, Drake, Coachella. No. It couldn't have happened. But the whole point being, this artist area is so packed at this point that we're like, we should leave now. I'm pretty good. I'm very, very, very good in a large crowd situation at an event of like really calling the exact right moment to leave. Even at a sports game, like you never leave when the game ends. Oh my God, it'd be a nightmare. And we had driven into the festival. We're staying pretty close by, but we're not camping there. AI Drake is what we need. Yes, I had that like pulled open when I had my TikTok open. We will go over AI Drake, Jack Wilds, because one of our own, Super Tight Woody, just did an AI Drake song to one of his songs, the Flamingo song he wrote for Prof Word, and it's amazing. They totally could have done AI Drake, but I feel like Drake's a little bit mad about the AI. They definitely sent a cease and desist. I think it was Universal Music Group saying that like this is complete fraud. Like everyone stop streaming this right now. So we're leaving. It's a very crowded area. By the time we turn around, me and Sheva had to become one person and just like scooch. You definitely like at these festivals and stuff, like find the path. There's always like one little line. It sucks when you're the person that's found this really cool spot to stand and you're next to the path that everyone's like getting in and out of. Like terrible. That's when you got to move. But if you're trying to find that path, it's a good thing. Squishing out of this thing to get across. That's when we like leave the area and notice just the tens of thousands of people on the outside of the tent who were all just like kind of watching this one screen that was on the side, which is so cool that they have that too, by the way. So we leave that, we go to the little golf cart area and we like show our bands like, oh, can we get a golf cart back? We're just like not even thinking. They're like, oh, you guys have to go down there to that one. Like, okay, with these bands. So we just like go down to the green light and there's this awesome lady. She's standing there and she's just like grilling people. They're like, can we get a cart? She's like, let me see your bands. And she's like, no, we're not doing carts for bands, those bands. We're only giving carts to headliners right now because it's so busy. And then I just said, like, I don't know why, but I was standing there. She like had told 10 people no, and they all like walked away. They had artist bands and guest bands. And I was like, do we have the right band? Like just to see. Like I just wanted to keep seeing like what this awesome thing did. Thank you, JD. And thank you, Daryl. Thank you, Warped. Thank you, Blink-182. Okay. But she's like, oh, and her whole demeanor changed. And she's like, oh, yes, sweetie, you do have the right bands. And I was like, what?
It was so nice.
I know, but just like, we're only giving cards to headliners. It's like, okay, well, now I feel inclined to become a headlining music artist or something. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe that's just a new lofty goal that we'll have. But she's like, you have the right bands. But to be honest, like, there's carts that I'm saving for specific people.
She said it's going to be a 35 to 45 minute wait, which means you're not getting in the next 10 carts.
Yeah, because there was people that were like already waiting to go to the main stage.
And
it was the final act of the night.
It's awkward every time someone comes up. They're going to look at you and they're going to be like, oh, this girl has one of these bands.
Yeah, but I don't know who that is, and so
I feel like we should have
she's
stayed
gonna wait.
and bummed a. I would have been like, you know what, Toshi, you go on the first one. I'll go.
I don't think I would have been ready on day one to like separate like that.
No.
Chihuahua energy.
Terrifying.
Just like bye, going off on a golf cart. Like see you maybe.
I
don't
feel like
know.
you're a Chihuahua and I'm like a wiener dog. Like not very big, high off the ground. You know, confident, but still just like having to really.
Wiener dog. Just two little creatures running around trying to make this thing happen. So she like looks at me. She goes, "Listen, it's a 10-minute walk." She's like, "Follow the lights." It's exactly down with those white lights in the sky. I'm like, "Okay, we're just gonna go do it." But at that point, we had to like go out into the wild, and it was the first time we actually had to do that, which is hilarious because with these passes, there's all these like weird secret like back routes and like side gates that you can go in, and then you can go in through VIP side gate, and then you can go in from VIP to this other side gates. And so you don't ever have to go out into the masses, which is totally fine with me. And so we had to now to cross the entire field to go to the main stage. And that was an experience. I have not been around that many people in quite some time.
Well, and
probably years.
Well, and everyone was racing to get from the weekend, which was already buck wild, to Bad Bunny, which was literally like crazy, like insane.
Oh, GM, Prof Werder. Prof has entered the stream. Let's go. Happy Saturday to you and Watercolor Nouns. I'm so happy that you were here hanging out. We were just talking about that Eras Meet Flamingo. That's what it was called. So good. When I heard him say like the flamingo word with the Drake AI, I just was like, that's the song of the summer. It's going to happen. I was going to get to that later for a segment, but that is so freaking cool. GM to you. Okay, so just come with us. Just close your eyes for a second and imagine that you're surrounded by 100,000 people.
Now, I remember.
Does that scare you or excite you? I don't know.
On the Food 9 o'clock space last week, I think Artist My Weaponers, someone was talking about the food vendors.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't make our way through that, so maybe today
that's what we're going to do today in the afternoon.
We'll get some snacks.
We didn't even get snacks yesterday, to be honest. It was so crazy. It was wild.
It was too crazy.
You're going back and forth, and then there isn't like you have to go to these certain sections for that. It's fine. I don't care. And we're totally going to do that. We got to try the food. Mm-hmm. I just want like a little snack from each place. We got to do it for Food Nouns, guys. We're going to get those food picks for Food Nouns. But I'm telling you that like you're so right about people. Not only were they walking to the main stage, they were racing there to make it in time. And by racing, I mean like all singing Bad Bunny songs in Spanish while running and like having like chains of friends of like everyone holding their hands of like 20 people, just like a chain of people like running in. So we had to also like cut across to the side to get where we wanted to go. But that area, the artist area at Bad Bunny filled up super fast. That was really cool. We definitely were more on the side for that. And I did definitely make a call because I got that spidey sense about the perfect time to leave before it was over so we could get to the car and get out of there before we had to sit in traffic for like 2.5 hours. We only sat in it for like 20 minutes. So it was super cool. And the city of Indio, I think it's Indio. I know it's Coachella Valley, but I think it's Indio, California is where the actual festival is. They got it on lock. They know the exact streets to shut down, to keep the flow of traffic going. Like there's a person on every corner ushering people through.
You know the hardest working people in the event are the daytime traffic people.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Bless their heart, as we say down south.
We drove by. It was hot, you guys. And like you would imagine like someone being like in a hat and like in a sandals and like shorts and like a tank top just to get some airflow. I don't even know. No. The traffic people during the day are in head to toe. They're like a skin tight.
It's like a sunsuit.
Sunsuit. And then the crazy reflector, full-blown yellow construction suit on top of that.
No, that's the sunsuit.
Oh, you think it was? No, that was multiple pieces. There's no way. If that's an outfit, I'm going to go buy that immediately because it was kind of cool.
People had black gloves on. And like they had.
Yes. Well, but you get that it's like to protect themselves. That's probably the more important thing is to like actually just fully cover your skin instead of wearing
holy
sandals. I don't know.
That for me, that was wild, man. They need those hats with the umbrella on top.
I know. I'm really thinking too, like, shout out to all the people who like work so hard. I even got to, what was really cool is by the artist area, you're really, really close, like right across from, and have like a direct, as close as I am to you guys right now, view of the sign language interpreters who are the real heroes of the show. They're on both sides of the stage. They interpret the entire sets of these people. There's a couple of them and they kind of like go off with each other, but they just are so fun and they dance and they're super cool. And we actually got to like see them leaving. And so we got to like tell them like, you did so great. Like, congratulations. Because it's people like that who don't get enough flowers, you guys. Like the production staff is not getting enough flowers. The people that have to stand at these damn stanchions all day to like make sure you're freaking scanning this thing are not getting enough flowers. Also because like you would imagine that just like if you know what your band is, so you know where you're allowed to be and where you're not allowed to be, especially if you got like a general admission band or a VIP or something. Like, no, like these people are trying to bum rush these things and then like they're getting to the front and their band's wrong or something and the people are like, no, like you can't get in here with that. And people, and they'll stay there like, what? Like, are you sure?
One interesting thing about Coachella too is like you get a lot of folks who, you know, probably like aren't necessarily used to being told no.
Yes.
And then
Fact.
And then you see them get told no at a certain stage in their like wristband journey. And it's kind of funny. And like you're just like,
I know, because
it might be the most beautiful woman and some like Ken doll of a dude, and they're just like Coachellaed out and just vibing.
Denied.
And they're going beeline, thinking they're going right through that gate. And they are just 180'd. I saw this girl, she probably had on less material than I have in a single sock. And you know, beautiful girl, just totally turned around, just said, get out of here. And she just, yeah.
Oh, I know. It happens all the time. I'm reading the comments here. Yes, JD, Prof, we're so excited for this. Noggles on everyone. This has definitely been a huge experience because, JD, what I know to be true and how you can be a connector in this way too is because like the biggest proliferation opportunity would be if anyone on any stage while performing, even if for 5 seconds, put the freaking Noggles on. And the Coachella production cameras got that, and they're looking there. Like, I honestly am like, okay, part of my efforts of what I'm trying to do is like get in there early. Like, I definitely was up on the rail for Metro Boomin, specifically for the purpose of like they do travel around to the sides of the stage, and they kind of all know the side that's the artist side, and more than likely they have friends and family that are on that side too. So they kind of like play to that side. Gorillaz did this. I have to upload a clip I got of like the Gorillaz, like the main singer was right freaking there, like pointed at the section and stuff too. But they also can like come on the ground side and like, I don't know, they can do cool things. The stages are raised, but there's 1 million chance an opportunity to be filming there and someone notice the Noggles and take them. Every time we've gone out to anything, obviously not a festival, but every DJ we ever go to in any place like loves grabbing these things, putting them on, doing a song, and then giving them back. Like, it's a cool thing. But I'm so seeing the proliferation opportunity as that, like Noggles. Like, I'm so excited at the thought of like, you know, we're just normal people wearing Noggles and going out there putting Noggles on as many people as possible. But I'm really, really, really excited about like who's going to be the first music artist that's very well known that puts these on.
It's going to happen. It's going to be a watershed moment. You know what I'm saying?
Well, because it's going to be, think about it, that'll be the most anyone's ever seen these. And like we talk about all the time, there are no square glasses out there. I was wearing my Nouns Vision in the artist thing. Everyone's got their Prada, their Gucci, their Versace glasses. I was sitting there and like joking around with Chef. I'm like, these are the most Bentley glasses here right now. They are 0.44 ETH. Like, they are more, I was like looking at the Versace big cover ones. They're like $500, you guys. Like, I'm not even trying to flex. And I think that that's so weird when people flex like that too. But the whole point being, the first celebrity musician that puts on the Noggles, Nouns Vision, will be known as like it's theirs. Like, let's say Travis Barker like threw them on. People would know them as the Travis Barker glasses because no one's claimed them yet. And they are really cool, and you won't see another person wearing square. Like I saw some like people that were dressed really, really freaking cool, kind of like, you know, if I didn't have the Nouns vision on, I had them right on my head, and when they're on your head, like they're beams, like the eyes are still there. They're so cool. I had people definitely like double taking, like kind of looking, and I could see them like looking just at the Noggles. And so there's something there, and I'm waiting for the moment for basically some celebrity musician to kind of claim this vibe. Like it's as important as like, you know, I don't know, any other time that like a house like Chanel or something that has their new muse, like Dior gets Anya Taylor-Joy. Like,
I mean, honestly, what's also happening, and we're pretty, you know, we're always in this bubble, right? And so like and it's good to step back from that sometimes. And so, you know, in reality, Web3, believe it or not, as jaded as people are sometimes, and as you know, ever changing as the space is, it will become cooler than traditional, just because new things become cooler than old things. And it doesn't matter necessarily even what you're talking about. And it certainly doesn't matter that we're talking about music or NFTs or anything. Like new always is different. And so if you have 100,000 people or however many were in that crowd, and instead of them, you know, not getting an NFT, now they have an NFT. You could airdrop them a Coachella coin. You could only spend at the festival. You could, I mean, that there's literally infinite amounts of things that you could do once people have wallets. Tickets, the whole 9 yards, soulbound tokens.
I mean, they were handing out, you know, you're not allowed to bring, it's pretty interesting because the things that they don't allow you to bring into Coachella make sense in the end, but it's kind of stuff that like everybody brings at festivals. You're not allowed to bring glow sticks or like glow things. You're not allowed to have a totem being like something like a pole that you decorate that's with your certain friend group, so that like your totem's up there in the crowd. So if like one of your friends has to depart to go to the bathroom, they can look out over the sea of people and see your totem and walk towards you. So a totem's like a good, like, you know, community essential thing. I didn't even realize how essential it was until I used to have this one friend who was obsessed with bringing the totem. It was the boyfriend.
That's weird.
No, dude, no. It literally, it was the only way. There was like
you're carrying around like a wiffle ball bat or something.
Yeah, but like, then you're vibing with it. You know,
you look like you're the parking guy who snuck in.
Not when everybody has them.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not a totem guy. If I had this dude in my group and he was like, "I'm gonna have a totem and you're gonna come find it,"
no.
I'd be like, yeah, you keep holding that up in the air. No. I'll be going the other way.
Okay, fine. Well, you don't have to be the totem person, but you're going to want a totem person in your group. But you're not allowed to have them at Coachella anyway, so it doesn't matter. No totems, no glows, no nothing. So I think the idea being like it obstructs your view. So if you're like in the back and you're just seeing like 80 totems rocking around, you're like missing the performance. I get that. I totally understand. It was really cool at Coachella. All you're really seeing that's obstructing your view is just like a sea of phones. Everybody has their phone out. Like I love that meme of like not a phone in sight. Everyone really just enjoying the moment. But it's okay. Like you're supposed to capture this stuff.
I mean, you want to look back and be able to watch this stuff when you go home, and not to mention like use it in other things, which we are doing.
But that's the thing. All you're seeing is phones. But because of that, then they have control over lighting and the glow situation. And so during the performances, they were right before Bad Bunny, and I think like starting at 1 p.m., there's a specific tent that you could go to get like a bracelet that lit up, and it does different colors, but based off of what the festival is doing. So that's interesting because that could almost like be another little chip thing that could then connect to stuff. Just kind of like how I was thinking about NFTs and stuff too, but they are trying to get it out to everybody before tonight because Blackpink is going on tonight, which, oh my gosh. Can't wait.
What if you could get a Food Nouns bracelet, and then you just go around and you've got like $100 in food like loaded on this bracelet or something?
Yeah, that'd be really cool. Yeah. I know. And then you have like a system where you just kind of like scan it.
And then you could get like rewards based on which restaurant you chose to eat at. They could then like, I don't know.
It's cool. That's what I mean. Even like if you run around, it's almost like a scavenger hunt. Like imagine if there was, it could be a POAP, it could be an open edition, it could be something.
Web3 is going to allow for gamification of these experiences.
Well, imagine if you had to go find the tap thing behind every vendor. And if you found all 100 vendors, you got VIP.
Yeah.
You know, like you could have these
that would
little
be
contests.
sick, where your bracelet upgraded like after you completed it.
Ooh.
You're like, congratulations, you found the last one. VIP is all yours.
Oh my gosh, you'll really appreciate this. But they do contests for VIP tickets and stuff, and they will upgrade people during the festival. Oh, I've seen a TikTok comment over here. I think I have the coolest shades. Oh, do you?
Ooh.
Do you? I don't know. You got to come over to the live stream so you can see what we're working with over here at the Noggles.
We'll have to get them some Noggles too.
Got to get you some Noggles.
If they're cool shade people, then there are people.
But one of the contests to win this VIP thing, there was a vendor who let you turn in art, and then they picked one artist, and they got upgraded to an artist guest pass, which is kind of cool. But there's this thing called Carpoolchella, and it's so funny because they like, and cool because like everyone carpools down together. The car camping section is massive, and so people come park their cars and then form these little tent fun private party areas with each other in these big groups in the car camping area. And Carpoolchella is this thing where like the production staff will go around on a golf cart and let random people like select out of a bag. And one of these things of like all of these things you could pick was like VIP for life. And these girls won it. I just saw their TikTok.
Wow.
They pulled out of a bag and opened it up. It said VIP for life. And it's for all the people in the car together for the Carpoolchella. It was 5 girls. And so they all get VIP passes for life.
Wow.
So cool. And like, you know, I feel like that's a great way to like maintain a friendship with someone. Like, well, we have to be friends no matter what goes down because we're going to Carpoolchella next year to VIP and the year after that and the year after that. But there are contests. It's really cool. There's so many ways that, yeah, NFTs can be integrated. I think right now what it is like kind of what we talked about yesterday. It's just that like you could be a person that's like interested in NFTs and you're there. And then you're going to like meet people and meet up with each other. I am going to be a little bit more forceful today about meeting people. The one thing I will say about the artist pass is that when you're kind of back in those sections, like for good reason, everyone is like really keeping to themselves. You're not really seeing a lot of like random interactions, but you know me, Toshi's not afraid to talk to random people. And so I won't be like pushing any limits or boundaries or anything too, but I will definitely like wave at a person and say hi if they are staring in my direction, because that seems to be something I experience a lot in Los Angeles and something that you can experience at these types of events too. But oftentimes they'll just be like looking around and someone will just be like straight up staring at you, trying to like figure you out. Like, who is this person? What are they doing here? And like, you know, you do make the eye contact and then you kind of like look away and then you like look back just to be like, they couldn't possibly be still looking at me still. And then they are. And you don't know how to also communicate. Be like, I don't know what you're trying to figure out, but it's not that complicated. Like, hi, I'm probably not any person that you think. I don't know what you're imagining in your head, but it's definitely an LA thing that happens quite often. It happens here, but we're gonna get some people talking today. We already have people running up. The one person even like recognizing us and running up to us back there was a huge thing for me. I'm like, okay, we're doing it. We're in the right place. We also.
Well, it's a continued connection with someone who's deep within, you know, Meebits and Web3
yes.
and music and culture, and they are, you know, they are seeing us for what we're doing, and we're seeing them for what they're doing, and it makes total sense. And those are those trusted relationships are 1,000 times more powerful than random ones, and so that's a really good thing. And if that's one of the good things that comes out of this particular activation, then you know that's a big win for Nouns on the Ground.
Yep. And JD, I do see that you have to head out here, but you said that chipped bracelet / NFTs are going to be core to Warped World. Whoa, let's go! That sounds amazing. JD, thank you so much for tuning in always. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. I will hopefully be taking fun photos and like randomly sending them to you. We will be heading over there probably pretty shortly after we end this live. We are here at the top of the hour, 11:03. 11:03 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. What time is it in? It's 2. It's 2 in New York and on the East Coast. Happy lunchtime for y'all. If you guys are just joining us, we live stream Nouns on the Air with me, Optoshi, every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Come just hang out with us. We talk about all things NFTs, DAOs, pop culture, music, exciting things that we're doing. I have been funded by NounsDAO. It's like the premier DAO, in my opinion. You can find out more information at nouns.wtf. And if you want more information, about my specific proposal and how I was specifically funded and what that all entails, if you're into that kind of thing, check out nouns.wtf/vote/206. That's when you're going to see the Nouns on the Ground prop. This is Nouns on the Air. We highlight people, places, and things from around the world. We do get to go to over 19 different events this year. It's really incredible. And we get to live stream 3 times a week with you guys to kind of keep you in the loop and just have these really fun, like open discussions. I really appreciate everybody up in the chat today. Prof, JD, Jack Wild. Thank you guys so much. It means everything to me that you guys are hanging out. Symbiotech's always up there, hanging out and at the top of the hour. Sheffo, obviously, thank you so much for participating as the voice from above. We will get Sheffo on video one day.
You know, I didn't say anything the first time you said it.
The voice from above.
I'm the voice from the couch.
The voice from the couch. I do also want to remind everybody from our TikTok live. Hi, everybody. I do see a comment there. Let me just. Oh, yay. Thank you. Who is that? Honoram Moreno. One Moreno. Just stop by to say you're amazing and you're going to have a great day. Keep up the good work. Wow. I really needed that. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. TikTok Live. You get a more of a BTS behind the scenes look at what's going on with this live stream. Check the link in my bio. Find me on YouTube. Find me on Twitch, Twitter, LinkedIn. It's also streaming there. Hello, everybody. And so you can come to the live stream. You can comment live with us here. You can see me facing forward. That's why I'm kind of like haven't been sort of looking over here to this camera. But I always love my TikTok Live audience. Shout out to y'all. And TikTok, is definitely the account. As much as I am excited to grow my YouTube for subscribers, I'm really excited to sort of figure out this Twitch situation. There's definitely something there. And I think the format of our show, how it's a little bit more of a longer form, 2 hours, live stream, it's consistent. It's happening 3 times a week on the same days. I feel like that's good for Twitch. Also feel like it's cool that we aren't, video gaming. I love gaming, but that's not what this show is. So it is a little bit different. So we're going to kind of mess around with Twitch and see if that audience likes what we're doing here too. But to be honest, TikTok is my favorite app. It's my favorite social. I love the content on there. I think people are so fun on TikTok. They actually comment and interact with you. It's a really lively group of people. You feel like you have the same inside jokes with random strangers. You get to have experiences like Jasper the Doll and have no one else in the world know what that means. And so I do love TikTok. I'm going to really try to grow my audience over there. I'm doing pretty good. I have like over 4K followers right now on TikTok, but we're just going to keep growing. I did have an account one time that got up to like 24,000 followers. And so my goal is obviously like to get at least to that point to see what we could do. But you're just going to see me kind of like putzing around on all these socials, trying to figure out like what each one should be used for. I have gotten back onto Instagram. I really kind of like stories on Instagram, I think, more than the actual posts themselves. And then people can actually interact with you. And the thing I really like about Instagram actually is that someone responding to a story turns into a DM. And so I think that that's really cool, actually. I don't know why I like that. I feel like it's a more of a private experience. Like, I feel like it's a little bit more of a private networking experience than I had thought it was. I had been off like Instagram for a really long time. And so I didn't know that that's sort of the vibe that they were getting into, because as much as LinkedIn is supposed to be like a networking experience, you are like making just hundreds of connections all the time. And it's kind of hard to tell, like, is this person legitimate? Or is this like a bot? I'm not quite sure. I'm still trying to figure out LinkedIn. But the cool thing about LinkedIn is that we are also live streaming right now on LinkedIn. So follow me on LinkedIn just to even check out that video. It's so cool. I love the live stream, you guys. I feel really, really comfortable getting to sit here with you. It's helping sort of decompress all of the awesome things we've gotten to do, and decompress, just like kind of what we're thinking about in this industry in general. And the really awesome thing about that is, especially Sheffo and I, but many people within the Nouns community, we're already kind of always having these conversations about NFTs, crypto, DAOs, the state of the industry, the state of IRL events. We're already having these conversations all the time, daily. Shout out to Prof. She's someone I constantly am talking to about things. If I ever have a question about something going on, especially Sheffo, if he ever has like anything that touches like even slightly on a legal question, Prof is our lady of the moment for those questions. So we're already doing this and getting to like have this designated time and space to do this with you guys live, seeing where that all goes, like is a whole nother level of experience. And I just really appreciate all of you guys for being here with us today. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And TikTok, please come over to the live stream. Come to my Twitch. Let's just build Twitch. I don't know. I really want, like, over here, see how there's this like blankness? This is going to be like a Charmander or something that pops up and blows fire every time I get a new Twitch follower. So I have to figure out how to do that. We will do that on the next live stream. It's going to be awesome. I'm sure if Watercolor Nouns is in the background listening, I'm sure he totally watches cool Twitch stuff. Watercolor Nouns, you got to let me know, like, what's a cool Twitch thing that I need to have on my screen for the lives? Please, please, please help me out. Help out your old lady friends here, okay? Oh yeah, Kelly's with my standard disclaimer, not legal advice, not financial advice, probably not a cult. That's hilarious. You just copy paste that, put it on the back of everything, of course. No, but truly, all jokes aside, getting even the chance to have these kinds of levels of conversation that are consistent and always evolving and growing. And then like I'm watching the people I'm having these conversations with evolve and grow too. Like, I'm just so grateful for that experience. I can't say that I've had that experience in my life with things I was doing, hobbies, work and hobbies kind of like getting to meld together, having a partner that is also so heavily involved in all this that it's actually like a benefit. Like we're just building off each other at all times too. Like it's really special. And I feel like all the years I didn't have that were almost like me just like waiting patiently. Like, I know that this could be true. I know that this can happen. And so truly when I talk about nouns, I try not to let things that I hear about what other people say and stuff to affect me. But I am a sensitive little chihuahua energy, you guys. So sometimes it can. But I have had some people say, like, I don't know, is my excitement about this whole thing like authentic? And, I just really want to reiterate that it's meaningful to me in so many ways that the next 40 minutes is just really not even enough time to cover all that. When you start talking about life experiences and people and trust coming back into your life and, being motivated by others and feeling excited to motivate them and like being a part of this DAO that has like funded that, like fueled that daily gives us the inspiration by just saying, we believe in you. Having the holders who voted yes for me for my proposal for this to happen, which is why we're here with you today. Those yeses meant the world to me because it was just further confirmation and affirmation that I am allowed to have a vision for something and then carry that out and continue it and evolve it and grow, and like getting to do it with you guys on the live stream and stuff too just is pretty raw and real and like in front of your guys' face and stuff. So as much as I like get to shout out Nouns as being a sponsor, it is so much more than that to me. And I know that like just as we get to know each other, you're going to understand that in whatever way you wish to allow yourself to understand me. But I am going to make it my goal to just be as real with you guys as possible. I think it's important. I think that the podcast and the people that I look up to the most, or would want to, you know, be like, or the podcast, like even Theo Vaughn, he's a comedian, but he has these really beautiful podcasts where he's just there for an hour. And sometimes he goes into these stories that just like really move you. And, you know, people will be commenting on his stream, like, I'm crying right now. Like I'm an adult man and I'm crying because you're touching on these things. Like he's just kind of revealing himself and like letting himself just be Theo in front of everybody. And I noticed that those are the podcasts and streams that I like. That does feel real and authentic to me too. And so just know that that's kind of like where my inspiration is coming from. I am my own person. We will get to know me over time. You're going to get to know Sheffo. You're going to get to know people in the community who we're going to have on here as guests and who are going to constantly be kind of talked about because I so believe in everybody and what they're doing. But, you know, we're just here and open and we are real and I am authentic. And I am like excited. I think sometimes I also have like resting serious space where I just like, if I'm like really hard, like thinking about something or like trying to conceptualize like, okay, what's going to go down with the show in like 30 minutes? Like Sheffo knows this. Like I'll be like staring off in a corner, just like, oh my God, looking like I'm just like terrified, traumatized. But I'm really just like, okay, if I had that slide, do I need this slide? Is the window capture up? Is the device correct? Is the chat able, like, can people see the chat? You know, I'm just like thinking. It's my resting serious face.
I think you're doing great. And you just need to chill out. You know, just chill out. You know,
I'm chill. It's that Chihuahua energy.
Eat like a hard-boiled egg or something, and just chill out.
I would actually die for a hard-boiled egg right now.
You know what I'm saying?
That sounds so good. That sounds so good. I know. How can you be chill? How can you be chill when you're on a live stream, you're living your life, and you have this? How are we supposed to be chill right now? I'm trying to get pumped for the things that we have going on today. Let's do
It's like a chill pump.
Let's do a chill pump. I like that. Let's do a chill pump. Let's do a window little dooley dad over here. Okay. Also, just want to shout out. Probably you'll appreciate this, but we are here for the last time for this live stream in this chuggalicious background, pumpkin spice and everything nice. We won't be this chuggy next week, so soak it up, soak it all in, and just let yourself enjoy the nice palm tree and wicker furniture that is here with us today.
It's a good look for you.
Thank you.
I feel like
this. Well, maybe I just like look like I belong because this was like my mom's aesthetic. She loves the pineapple. The like, are we in like a Hawaiian resort? I don't know.
Like it just screams Trader Joe's, and that screams you.
That's so true. That's so true. Okay, here we go, guys. Let's break it down because I need some help with this. We got a lot going on today. Obviously, down here, I really do want to see Mark. You know, Charlie's really cool. Let's put a circle around Charlie.
Sophie Tucker is cool.
Sophie Tucker is really cool. And I saw some of her set on TikTok and it looked real. People were saying it was like the most fun set. But here's that thing. So she's at the outdoor, but then Rosalia's right there. You know, that's going to be hard. I feel like I really want to see Rosalia. And just, you know, I'm not afraid that I've done in Spanish. Okay, guys? I can sit there. I can bop along. I can catch some words. She sang a Weekend song last time.
I have the hips that don't lie.
That is true. I can confirm that. Rosalia is just so cool. She came out last weekend and wasn't wearing any makeup. I love that statement. It is so cool. She looked freaking gorgeous. She got the fan doing all types of awesome things for her in her flowy, amazing outfit. Like, I have to see her. And she like walks around. So there's a pretty good chance that if we can kind of like get up on the guardrail thing, I don't know, maybe she'll wave at me. I don't know. I know that that's ridiculous to like want that, but it's real. Blackpink also, I'm nervous. I'm nervous for Blackpink because I know how early we're going to have to get there. It's okay. It's okay. We're going to make that happen. But during Blackpink, I'm going to have to call it. I am going to have to call it because what's really happening on this lineup here is that 4 different artists that I want to see are like all in the same time frame. How are we going to do that? I know you guys can't see this last one, but that's... Can you see this on the screen? Oh, the Kid Leroy. Am I saying that correctly?
Yeah.
Okay. Kid Leroy. I mean, come on. Come on.
I mean, and that's going to take a second to get over there, but.
Ooh, we got some advice from Watercolor Nouns. I love this. He says that we need to see Charlie XCX. Yes. I circled her. Earth Gang and Destroy Boys. Ooh. Oh my God. I'm seeing that. Okay. So that's our earlier ones anyways. This could be one of the larger, fuller days for us, y'all.
Okay.
At this festival. Okay. Earth Gang. What's the vibe of Earth Gang? I would pull up the music, but I was told by YouTube yesterday that I'm not allowed to do that. Destroy Boys. We could do that. Oh, the Sonora stage is a stage. That's hilarious. Wait, do you remember from last night? During the golf cart experience, they kept asking like 2 for Sonora stage, and we're like Sahara, and like the people in front of us are like Sahara, and like Sonora, and I was like joking around with one of the golf cart people. I'm like, that man keeps saying Sonora stage. I think he means Sahara. So stupid.
Oh, you didn't know that? Oh, poor thing.
It's an actual stage.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you know what? We're gonna go check it out, and we're gonna see Destroy Boys and Earth Gang. Earth Gang signed with J. Cole. Cool. Look at Watercolor Nouns.
Dang, Watercolor Nouns.
Let's go. I'm loving this. This is why we're doing this live stream. Happy Saturday, or I'm sorry, Friday. What day is it? Oh, it's Saturday. Oh my God. Good God. I'm sorry. It's a weird thing. Festivals are usually like Thursday, Friday, Saturday. This one's Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
We need
it's a Saturday.
We need to bring Watercolor Nouns next year, put them on the ground.
Yes.
Correspondent.
Well, every video I take today is for you, Watercolor Nouns. Just know that. Every post that I do, especially if I go see Destroy Boys and stuff. And I really, really, oh, he says Earth Gang is like the new Outcast. Ooh, nice. That's a big statement. But I love it. I'm guessing that also means there's like a live band element, which I love. Maybe they're like playing off like Earth, Wind, and Fire. They're just like, it's just Earth Gang.
Yeah, we'll have to find out, but I doubt that. I don't know.
We're going to have to Google that offline.
You never know.
You never know. Destroy
Everybody's
Boys.
got a little Earth, Wind, and Fire in them.
Oh, yeah. You know what's really cool about Destroy Boys and Earth Gang and Mark is that they are at those sort of earlier times. People are still kind of making their way into the festival at this time. Way better opportunity for us to like get really, really close.
I love that Coachella's rolling with Mark.
I love that they're rolling with Mark. I hope Watercolor Nouns knows about Mark. I don't want to like butcher his last name. Rabie?
But he's like actually Mark. And that's cool.
Oh, like actually Mark.
Yeah.
What are Destroy Boys like? Sophie Ducker is going to be fun.
Okay, so we don't know what they are. Are Destroy Boys women or men or non-binary? I would probably say,
I don't know.
I hope that they're women non-binary and that their name is Destroy Boys. But if they're dudes, then that's cool too.
We can look at. Oh, it's girls.
Sick.
Oh my gosh. Wait.
I knew it.
Wait a minute. I want to say that I think I saw it's a couple of different people. There's different people. This is really cool.
I love it.
New punk sounds, Boston. Maybe they're from Boston. They have really cool like covers. They look badass. I want to say, I'm not even kidding you, the one with that has like cool blonde hair and black hair on the other side. Like I feel like I was like in the restroom with her last night. I'm just saying. Maybe not.
Dude,
Maybe
I would
not.
I wouldn't doubt, I mean, the artist area is.
Oh, she says he was thinking of a different band, but they look cool. Okay, we're just gonna go. We got to figure out who these people are. They look really cool. That's so funny. Well, hey, any other?
I feel like you could do that haircut, the Sia.
Yeah,
You could do that where
you
would have one.
No, because
red.
I know that you guys can't see this on the stream, you guys, but this is like I'm an undercover ginger, okay? It's hard to see, but I'm like covered everywhere in freckles. And this is like auburn red hair. Like I know it does not look like that, but I promise you in the sun. Like so, Grant, a little hairstyling lesson here for you. Bleaching red hair is difficult and really hard, and you probably shouldn't do it if you don't have like an awesome hairstylist or something too. I don't know why, it's because of the pigments and stuff too, but I love that hairstyle. I feel like I would look super cool in it for like a day, and then I feel like it would fade out, and then the blonde part would be really hard.
A really hard hair.
I've made myself fully blonde before. Really? Myself.
Really?
Bleached it out. Fully blonde, and then I threw a bunch of green on top of it. Whoa. You'll appreciate that, watercolor nouns. That was my fun hair days. Okay, what else are we doing on here? I mean, that looks like a full schedule to me. I don't even know where else we would be able to fit anybody else into that. Let's think about Sundays, since we have everybody here right now. And since we will not be live streaming tomorrow, the next time we go live will be next Thursday, 10 a.m., back in our normal little studio space. Sunday's space. Okay, so I'm just dumb and I have the wrong thing. We know that this is not Frank Ocean. I'm sorry. That's going to be Blink-182. And I don't know if you heard, after Blink-182, it's going to be Skrillex, Fortet, and Fred again. Oh my gosh, I am so freaking excited that I don't even know what to say. I'm so excited for that. I'm super excited for Blink. I'm probably going to just like go early to Blink, be right up on the guardrail if possible, and then stay and stake my ground for the Skrillex performance. I can't wait. But, I forgot that tonight, the other thing is after we either go see Eric, Chromeo, Labyrinth, or Kid Lori, oh my gosh, how are we even going to choose? It's not on the schedule, but on the main stage is Calvin freaking Harris, okay?
Oh, that's right.
Oh my gosh, I am so excited to see Calvin Harris. I mean, him and Skrillex just like really speak to my soul. And I've seen both of them live, and they have incredible live performances, and the energy is always amazing. It just does something to people. It just gets the people going, Chefo. Okay, Sunday. I mean, we obviously have to see Bjork. Like the most mythical creature that exists probably of all time today. Willow and Jai Wolf. Jai Wolf is something else I want to see, but I need some help, guys. Oh, Callie, this is the girl that we saw last night, Chefo.
Callie Uchis?
Yes, we saw her. You guys.
Yeah, she was cool.
She's cool. She's tiny. She's a little thing. She's super tiny. She had a super cool look going on to her. Porter Robinson, I mean, come on. They really do this cool thing. Glorilla has a song with Cardi B. Could you imagine if she came out? That'd be insane. Who else is on here? Let's see. Oh, Fisher and Chris Lake. This is supposed to have popped off. That's supposed to be really fun. That's more of like an EDM thing. Okay, Ray. Okay, I guess I hadn't like gone through the Sunday list yet. This one is like huge. We all know him. That's like the Mannequin Challenge song. You know that?
Which one?
I'm going to butcher the name, of course, but Ray Shremmerd.
Oh, yeah. He's dope.
Mannequin Challenge. He's really cool. Who else here? Let's do Rami. We have been kind of like playing random sounds in playlists, and this like Romy person came up, and it was really freaking cool. So I just circled them. Let's see what Watercolor Noun says for Sunday. Frank Ocean. Ooh, I'm so sorry. Frank Ocean is not going to be here. It's so crazy. He's fractured his leg during rehearsals during weekend 1. we know he had a little bit of a different weekend 1 performance, and then he actually dropped out of weekend 2. So he's not going to be there, but he is being replaced by Blink 182. Also connected to Warped. Okay. Blink 182 is repped by Daryl, who helped us get these passes. So we are so freaking excited to go show support. I've never seen Blink 182 live after all these years. I can't believe it. I'm really, really excited to see them. I know. Don't be sad about Frank Ocean. It's going to be okay. I still believe in him. And I really actually believe that his following, still believes in him and is not going to abandon him in any way. Yes, Ray Shrimmered. I feel so dumb for not saying that name correctly. Yes, Caliuchis. Yes. Dominic. Dominic is from Naples. Who's that? Where is he at?
He's
Ooh. Okay, so maybe we're bopping around back and forth between those two. Sunday's gonna be really hard. Blink 182 is definitely my number 1 as well. Prof, it's gonna be so exciting. Like I said, I also think the main singer, Tom DeLonge, has not performed with them in years. Like, this is the first time. They were there on weekend 1.
So they had a replacement singer for years? Or they just weren't performing?
I don't think they were performing live like that.
So the rest
I'm not quite sure
of the band was performing, but Tom
they were putting out albums. I'm not sure. Because I feel like I knew that they were performing and stuff too, but I think something like, as far as like a tour, like a festival tour goes, the 3 of them have not.
I feel like Tom
done that.
Needs Noggles.
Oh yeah, like
he needs to feel that feeling of putting the Noggles on.
Oh my God, totally.
You know, being nounish.
Yes.
Maybe that's what he was needing all along.
Oh my gosh, maybe that is what he was needing all along. Maybe the Noggles are going to bring everyone together. That's how I feel like it's happened to me. I feel like these other people, it's kind of crazy. The really fun part about being in a specific stage area is that, like, while you're there, like watching from like the main stage or something, let's say, like you look over and you see the outdoor theater just like going off, like crazy lights and stuff. You look over to Sahara and you see people just like losing their minds. Like, there's so many different experiences that you can have based on who you choose to go see. And so thank you so much, Watercolor Nouns, for all of your recommendations. I'm totally going to try to make as many as possible. Just to be able to get a little bit, like me and Shefo kind of operate in the same way. It's really awesome and fun. But when we're there, we get a couple songs in and then we're like off to the next. And we are fortunate enough to have like that back area where we can sit and relax in between sets. And so maybe if we do get a little bit of an earlier start today and we're there during the very, very hot times. I have not checked the weather. Have you, Shefo?
Not cold.
Can you give me a weather update on that phone? Pass me your phone.
Not gonna do it.
Come on, we got to see how hot it is right now.
Right.
People are so excited to hear this because it's still kind of cold in some places on the planet.
I need to drink water.
Well, that's a good sign that it's probably pretty hot out right now. I would guess it's already 90.
Oh man, it is 93 currently in La Quinta, California, with a high of 97 and a low of 67. Currently 93 going to 94, 95, 96, 97, 97.
When? At what time?
3 o'clock.
Right when Mark goes on stage.
3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. And then it'll start to cool down. And then it cools down pretty quickly between like 5 and 7.
Mm.
Yeah, and then by 7, it's just like not bad. But yeah, the next 4 hours are
well, we're lucky we have shade.
Quite hot.
Quite hot. We do have shade. I really want to see Mark, but there is no shade when you're out in that viewing area. That's going to be brutal.
This place is crazy. And then next Thursday and Friday, so like next weekend, it starts to break 100.
Oh, yeah. That's Stagecoach.
Oof.
Dude. Stagecoach.
That's some sweaty leather.
Stagecoach is known for being just nearly unbearably hot. But you know how Stagecoach is different? You can actually bring in foldable chairs igloo coolers, blankets, towels. So people actually come in and like set it more up, like it's more like a Woodstock. So you're like camping and like having your own little like section for the viewing of this thing. It's a lot less of like festival wear. People are definitely just in like jean shorts and cowboy boots.
This is a little bit of a win.
Okay.
It says it feels like it's 89 because of the wind. So it's 4 degrees. It feels 4 degrees cooler.
I am looking outside right now. I'm not seeing any movement in these plants, and I'm wondering what wind they're exactly talking about.
I can see it. I can see the whisper in the trees, Abtoshi. Don't worry.
Okay. Well, hey, as long as there's a little bit of wind, there's nothing worse than a 97 degree still air. And I know, oh my gosh, Prof is going to, I'm not even going to complain because y'all are down in Florida, and that is just like, it'd be 97, it'll probably be like 120 angel a lobster inside of a boiling pot of water because it's so humid. At least here, like it is, I mean, you can see the humidity. I'm not sure. It's like 0%.
So let's check in. So Prof is actually at a sunny 84 degrees today with a humidity, though, of 59%.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Ooh. I just like got drenched in sweat thinking about that. It is strange, though, too, when you're here in the dry heat, it is kind of obvious.
Guess
but you do
what
have
our
to like
humidity is? 14%.
Oh, that's a lot higher than I thought.
It's not very much humidity.
Is it not? I'm not
No.
a weather person, guys. I don't know if you guys knew that about me, but I could point to a screen and be like, it's going to be raining over there, but I'm not quite.
There's apps for this now.
I know. Okay, 14% humidity. It's dry, basically. You drink water and it's sucking out of your body at the same time. You have to like always be lotioned, moisturized. Our boy Mark was DJing and looping that, him saying
I drank a
moisturized.
lot of water yesterday. I'm going to drink a lot of water today at the festival for sure. Yep, it's the way to do it.
Mm-hmm. You have to do it. I also am excited because like I like my outfits. I feel like a little bit more comfortable. We're like cash, but it's cool. It's almost like this gives you like that excuse that you can go really hard, but we'll see. Maybe I rock the weird rainbow dress today. I don't know, guys. I don't know. You're gonna have to come along on this wild ride with me.
Yeah, I was wondering what you were gonna rock, and I'm gonna be less worried about it as well. I mean,
yeah,
I think
exactly.
we looked great yesterday. At one point, I was wondering, do these pair of shorts, do they have a are they sticking out in a certain area? But then after going to the festival, you're like,
yeah,
that does not matter.
No, yeah, when people have their things sticking out all over the place.
Things are more hanging than sticking. There's plenty of sticking out, but there's a lot of hanging out.
Yeah, there's a lot of just out.
There's out, there's under out,
uncovered,
up out, side out.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of, I definitely saw some under out, tops happening.
Yeah.
You're just like, what is that?
I didn't see that.
Oh yeah.
Well, no, I didn't. I must have missed that.
It must not be like in right now, but someone was definitely rocking it.
No, I'm kidding. I saw it.
Oh, okay.
I was being good boy.
I didn't see nothing.
Coachella is amazing. It is super cool, super fun. I really feel like, now, so I wish I knew off the top of my head how many years Coachella had been around, but like I was looking at like Drake's performance at 2015 and stuff like that. So, I mean, I can look it up and see what year it started. Let's do that. Let's see.
I've been there. I think I was there like 2012, 13, 14, 15.
1999 it started. That's insane.
Wow. That's
so
incredible.
1999, 24 years to get to this point, And
shout out to Prof and Watercolor.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for hanging out. They're gonna head out. Really appreciate you guys. I'm gonna take your advice. I'm gonna go see some of those people. Thank you so much, Watercolor. Living vicariously through. Hey, we're all gonna get to do this together. We are doing this together. please just watch the stream and like I'll send my little videos. I'll tag you, Prof.
We'll turn our flashlight on for you, Watercolor.
Oh
Nouns.
yeah.
We'll hold that thing. Who was it last night that said turn your lights on? It was Burner Boy.
Burner Boy.
I had my flashlight on, man. It was
Burner Boy was so good and so inspiring and just fun and happy, and everyone's dancing, and there's this like awesome like just like great music. Huge on the live band thing. I feel like if you have 15 to 20 people on stage, like that's your awesome performance. And like getting to see all the background singers and stuff too. Like I love a cool band. It's just so, I don't know. I almost feel like even if you were an artist that like produced yourself and like did stuff in your room and like you kind of did all the instruments, like if you ever go live and do like live performances, you should like try to like be like, okay, so how would a 20-person band do this song? And just like do that.
It definitely gives the artist more room to like run around, do other stuff, miss a note every now and again, you know, the whole thing. Like, yeah, it's just part of the show that it just hits harder in a way. I'm one for a good fog and light show.
Good fog and light show.
Give me the fog and the lights. We're good.
We are on the last 20 minutes. I do want to bring this up before I forget, but I do have some new events that we're doing. Okay, so the next events that are coming up in sequence, in order. After this event, we have a little bit of a break. We will be in Los Angeles. Please let us know if you guys are going to be there. If you're in LA and want to link up, reach out to your girl. Reach out to Abtoshi. After that, we are going to VeeCon. So we're right back into the full-blown Web3 NFT experience. I am so excited to be there. I've like asked to be on the community stage. I don't know if that's going to happen. We're going to hold out for it. I'm super excited. I obviously like love what, you know.
I think we're going to make some things happen.
We're going to make something happen.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that. And, you know, we're going to be in Indianapolis, Indiana. So if you're down there, let us know that as well. After that, we will be popping over, just a quick pop over to Con, which is crazy. We're going to be at the Con Film Fest. And so as you guys know, we are making a documentary based off of all the things we have going on this year and all the travels that we're doing and the people that we're meeting, the places we go to, the things that we talk about. And so going over to these film festivals shortly after that, we will be doing Tribeca Film Festival is really important because we're going to try to seed Nouns into that world in any way possible. So stick along for that ride. VeeCon, let's do a little, let's look at VeeCon about what's going on because this is actually pretty interesting to me. It's at the Lucas Oil Stadium, Indianapolis, Indiana, May 18th through the 20th. You have to mint an NFT. This buy your tickets now. I'm just going to take you there and show you guys what that looks like. Okay, so see, buy your tickets now. It took me to OpenSea. VeeCon 2023 tickets. This is the only way you can get a ticket. This is really awesome, and I feel like only someone at this particular moment, such as Gary Vee, could kind of pull this off, but he has made it so you have to buy an NFT as a ticket to this event. So mint your NFT. I have 2 of them in my wallet. One's for me, one's for Sheffo. And it looks like, oh my gosh, what a deal, you guys. 0.094. I always, when I come to OpenSea, if you would just want to check the floor, put status. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I always put price. Wait, what the hell? Oh, filter. Here we go. Wait, what? Usually you could do a buy now. Have they changed that? Maybe they've changed that. I guess it's just called listed now. That used to say buy now. Okay, so listed, you go price low to high. You're going to see the floor price on these things. Damn, Sheffo, we got into early. I'm not going to lie. I paid 0.2 to you. ETH.
Yeah, that was stupid.
I freaked out. It was like the first day that they got released. And I was like, we have to do this. We have to go. But it's okay. Totally worth it. Love VeeCon. There's a lot of tickets you can grab. I mean, how much is 0.09 right now? $176 for you to go to this festival. Make it happen for yourselves, you guys, if you're in that area. There's going to be a lot of cool people there. Let's see if we can go back and see what's going on here. Speakers. You know, a lot of classic, awesome people that we see in the space speaking. Betty's going to be there. I have to meet this woman. I have tried so freaking hard, and I've like reached out to her a million times and been like, why haven't we met? We're at every single event together. But that'll go down. I know that it's gonna happen. Um, you guys, just tons of people. I think there's musicians. It's Gary V's network, okay, which is massive. And it's a lot of people who are doing things in the space that continue to be relevant, I believe. It's a lot of people who have been doing things in NFT style ways and in Web3 for a lot longer than other people. Like, I feel like I was early, but I feel like a lot of these people were like early. So that's really cool. We never want to be the smartest person in the room. We always want to encourage ourselves to go and listen to someone who was there before you and who has the better insight. Okay. That's how you're going to make it in this world. We have a lot of individuals here. Jen Stark is an incredible artist. I have been seeing her art around the world, especially in Los Angeles. Over in Culver City, she's done a parking lot. And then over at South by Southwest at an event we went to, I was showing Sheffo. You could see her art. It's the art that you see behind her there.
Jenny from the blockchain is there. Is that the lady who we met? Who used to come to our spaces?
No, it is not. That is a different person. Another cool thing about Web3 is that everybody has their characters and stuff. We have founders here. We have, let's see. I mean, it's going to be a massive event, you guys. There's going to be tons of people. Young Gravy.
Oh, cool. We met Latasha at one of the music events.
Young Gravy, that's amazing. Does he do NFTs? Why did I not know about that? Okay, really, really cool. Timbaland, yeah, he has like people that are in other industries that are also trying to figure out how they're gonna like spearhead this into their industries.
Tim Tebow.
Yep. Yes, he has a lot of sports connections. I know he's a big sports guy. I'm not going to say the correct team, but there's like a specific team he's like all about. Okay. VeeCon, Indianapolis. If you're going to be there, let me know. I would say that NFT NYC is one of the more significant events of the year, but that VeeCon is probably in that same level. VeeCon is specifically, like you saw for the tickets, for people that have V friends or then purchase these tickets on secondary. And so that's Gary V's NFT project. They've had like a series 2. They have a lot going on. It's one of like the OGs in the space when people first started doing PFP projects. People have been holding them for a really long time. They're really connected with other OG projects such as World of Women. And, you know, it would be a great event to go to if you kind of know your way around Web3 and NFTs. I think you'd find a lot of value from that, and you'd get to maybe meet some of these people that you see online all the time. Cannes Film Fest. Okay. Let's see what's going on there. This is the 76th edition. Let's see the news. I mean, it's obviously in the south of France. I need to do by the next live. This is what we're all going to do together. Since those are 2 events coming up in a few weeks, what we're going to do together on the next live, probably for the next like week of lives, like we can do things like, let's find out what films are premiering at Cannes. Let's find out the categories. Let's find out the places of all these events. I'll get a map going for you guys so we can like understand the things that we can do while we're there. Same thing with VeeCon. Like, let's find out who we want to speak to, who we want to sort of target as far as like getting to meet if possible there. But for Con, I really want to know what's premiering, what we should be on the lookout for. You know, these things happen in such these massive like future seasons where maybe someone who gets an award at this con, like maybe we all or the public like won't get to actually like see that movie for a few months or something, and maybe it wins an award like next year, like an Emmy or something. Like, so whatever's premiering here and whatever's premiering at Tribeca Film Festival, this is going to matter like a year and a half from now. So That's really cool. We've been kind of like in that same mentality with this documentary because we know that we're 100% filming it up until at least December. And, after that, you have to edit and stuff too, but you do have to get it in time to submit for these festivals. By the time that's submitted for these festivals, like next spring, that maybe they're premiering at, then people probably won't even see this video outside of those festivals until like next fall. So, not this fall, but like a year and a half from now, fall. And so we've already kind of been in this like longer term mentality about this documentary and what that means. And so it's going to be interesting. I obviously want to see specifically documentaries. We've been really trying to do like awesome research and doing our best and like seeing what's out there in the world, especially documentaries that are centered around people or industries, and what that kind of means. So I'm really, really excited for those two events. You guys, please, again, if you're there in the area of any of those things, if you have experience at any of those events, if you have any insight that you'd love to give me, Aptoshi, I would really, really, really appreciate that. We're going either way. We're really excited. And if it's if Coachella is any indicator of, what huge social events are going to be like, I'm really excited for what's going to come after those specific events. We are going to get back to a little bit more of a social scene after Tribeca Film Fest, but we will wait to talk about that because that is just too much. We're looking way too far down the line. Obviously, as part of this proposal, it's my job to kind of like look way ahead and into the future and make these travel plans months ahead of time. But I won't inundate us today with too many details about what's coming up. We will continue to just focus in this last 10 minutes with a recap of what we're doing, why we're here. Currently, we are in this amazing place in Indio, California. We have an artist pass for Coachella. We are taking you behind the scenes, mostly for me on TikTok and on Instagram. So make sure you're following me on those accounts if you want to see what's going down. But we are here. We are spreading nounishness. We are nounish and representing the DAO in a really positive light while being here. And we're trying to see if we can make any future potential connections and see how sort of nouns and DAOs and like these iconic brands that are being formed in Web3 can integrate with very popular, well-known social events that already exist today. There's a lot to think about. While we're there, we're just constantly like brainstorming, like what could we do next year or next time, or what could a group of people do next time? There's so many opportunities. It's a constant learning lesson. It's constantly adjusting to the moment and what's actually going down and being presented to you right in front of you. And we are here and really, really excited and with you the whole way along. So we kind of like got our lay of the land yesterday. So definitely check out my Instagram stories and my TikTok for all of the updates today. We got some awesome suggestions from the chat of artists that we should see today, which includes, let me go back here. Let me just do a little looky look. That includes, Earth Gang, which wasn't on my list to see before. And I am so excited to see them today. So thank you, chat. Thank you, Watercolor Nouns, for giving that suggestion. I'll make sure I do a special preview video of like what the artist section looks like at that specific stage. I haven't been to the outdoor theater stage, which is where Earth Gang is performing. So I'm really, really excited to check that out and see what that kind of looks like. We are going to be ending this live stream and getting ready to go into Coachella day 2, weekend 2. Huge, huge, huge lineup today. I can say that I'm probably most excited. I mean, I'm really excited to see Mark. Is it cheesy to say I'm excited to see Blackpink? I've never seen them perform live. Okay.
Dude, they're hot. That's gonna be great.
They're so freaking talented, dude. And I like just think that they're just all amazing. And I really can't wait to see them perform live. I also really want to see the Kid Laroi. Like, part of me thinks, like, is he going to bring out Miley or Justin Bieber? Like, I don't know. And the Sahara stage is kind of definitely known for that. That's where Metro Boomin popped off last night with Metro Boomin and Friends, aka like 2 other like world famous individuals and artists, The Weeknd and Future. So I'm just imagining that the Kid Laroi is going to bring out Justin or Miley. Like, how could he not? We'll see. We'll see. If he does, you heard it here first. But basically, we are going to be getting ready, going over there. Really, really excited for day 2. It is much hotter today, folks, but it's okay. I think that we have the right gear, the right mentality, and to be honest, the right passes, okay? Because this gives us access to like air conditioned bathrooms, chairs in the shade. It's going to be incredible. Please, please, please follow me on the different accounts such as Instagram or TikTok if you want live updates. I kind of don't post as much video content to Twitter. I know that I can, but I don't want to like scare my Twitter audience, which is more of like a talking audience. Like for example, even Coachella kind of knows this too. Like they tweeted yesterday before the festival, like if you were thinking about wearing open-toed shoes, like don't. Which is so funny, but Twitter's more of like a banter, you know? And so I kind of like will share stuff on there sometimes, but if you really want the inside look of what we're going to do with these little guys, okay? Instagram and TikTok. So we will be immediately ending this live and going and getting ready for that, which is so excited for day 2. I am like so much more relieved now and excited that we got through the stream together. I love Saturdays.
Can I get an air horn or
oh yeah,
a jingle? Can I get some volume on the air horn?
Can you not hear that? Oh my God. I've been just like doing like,
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This is Nouncella.
Nouncella.
This is Nouncella, Abtoshi. Keep it bopping.
I don't know why that's still going.
Because it's good.
I don't even utilize the soundboard enough. It's so ridiculous. I could do a whole show just like.
Hello.
We're going to be ending the live and getting ready to go over there. I love a Saturday stream. As you guys know, my name is Abtoshi. This is Nouns on the Air. Congratulations, everybody. Episode 6. Episode 6. We've gone through 6 episodes of Nouns on the Air. That is so cool. And we've just gotten better every time. So thank you to everyone. Thank you to chat. Thank you guys so much. Thank you on TikTok Live. I really, really appreciate you guys tuning in. Episode 6, can you believe it? It's happening so fast. If you want to continue to follow me and follow this stream, Nouns on the Air, you got to come every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. West Coast, baby. It's your lunchtime if you're on the East Coast. It's your morning cool show when you're on the West Coast, okay? And it's just a great place to learn about people, places, and things because we have the amazing opportunity through NounsDAO to go meet people and go to all the places and do all the things around the world. It's an incredible opportunity. You will often see my background change on my live stream because I'll be in a different city most times. So we're back to Los Angeles next week for the stream. We will see you guys there. Nouns on the Air. I love it. I love a stream. Let's just, any closing words from you, Chevo, to people before we don't see them again until next Thursday?
Just live in the stream dream. The stream dream. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
That sounds a little like questionable.
Yeah.
Pick a different last words.
Yeah. No, Nouncella is super nounish, and they don't even completely know it yet.
Oh yeah.
And you know that's what I was saying earlier. You know, Coachella's been around for 24 years now. Nouns have been around for a year and a half. You know, we're doing great things, but it really takes time. It takes people. It takes commitment. It takes ideas and energy, and oh my goodness, like just a lot to build a global brand, and that's the goal of the DAO, and you know that's the things that we're working on. And I think Coachella is going to teach us a lot of lessons that you know we just need to throw into the playbook, and that for me is super exciting. We had a chance to deepen our relationship with one of our good friends in the Nouns ecosystem, and pretty much kind of like start that relationship with those guys. And
yes,
I think that we're doing a good job and showing that we're not crazy and out of control. Like there's a lot of people that would probably take advantage of that and not.
Mm-hmm.
You don't necessarily want to give everybody a backstage pass. Some people will literally get out of control, and that's not what we're doing. And so I'm super proud of us for getting back there, getting in the mix, and just being Nounish. It's.
Well, and I'm proud of you, Chevo. First Coachella in style, and you're so right. We're such great people for this too, because we are like very like calm. It's not my first rodeo, and even those Chevos, we're not back there like causing a ruckus. We are just kind of the ruckus, I suppose, but people don't know that yet. We have resting non-ruckus face, but we're cool.
We're cool.
We're cool, guys.
We're cool.
Believe us. Look how cool we are. No, but we're really only this cool because of JD. So of course, please.
Well, I think the best, JD saw our coolness. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like
JD. I saw JD's coolness. JD, thank you so much. I will not be able to thank you enough for this. I'm really excited to see how Warped World is going to integrate with Nouns, and I feel like it's so Nounish, the whole thing. And I just know that you're going to be a part of that thing that we talked about earlier, which is going to be like,
I feel like
who's going to be the first person that wears Noggles?
I feel like we could be Daryl's like I don't know, nephew, like family members essentially. We could, because that's that last piece of access is that
of like what people think we are.
That the agent access. When you can go into the artist trailer and be like, hey, we got to talk about that.
Well, we got to meet some people.
We got to talk about that.
We're going to meet some people
that we've been working on.
We're going to be back. I'll tell you one thing. This may be my first artist pass. It's not my last. And so dream big. Keep those lofty goals right there at the forefront of your mind and never take your sight or vision off of them. I promise you something's going to happen if you keep going. I mean, that's literally, I forget what it's called, but it's like the power of the universe. Like if you put energy into something, like it has to come back to you.
There's all sorts of names for that one.
Yeah, I don't want to close in a bad way by being like trying to give us some metaphor that doesn't make any sense. But just believe in yourself, okay? Believe in yourself because I believe in you. Thank you so much, everybody. Nouns on the air with Optoshi and Sheffo. Episode 6. Thank you. Let's go.
Cowbell?
Cowbell. Ooh, no cowbell, but this. Bye, everybody. Thank you.
To Nounchella.
We will see you.